Hello boys and girls, welcome to episode 9 of Road Signs. One more and we are in double digits, as I said last time, are you not? Very, very excited. I am excited, and Raw just ended. Well, Raw ended a while ago, but whatever. 2/21/11, what does it mean? What does it mean? What does it mean? What does it mean? We were all foolish enough to think it was Sting at one point, were we not? But I will get to that in a second. The whole Raw coming off of the Elimination Chamber basically built the Raw side of the fight card for WrestleMania, I think, in one night, and I think we're just going to see everything fester for the next 5 weeks or so. Opened it up, and we had Cena's response to The Rock, and, Cena's lame, Cena's goofy, Cena's a cartoon character, and I don't think realistically he could ever get away from that completely. But he pulled out one of his old school freestyle rap things, and believe me when I tell you I'm not a fan of freestyle or any of that shit, but at least it harkens back to the days of John Cena when he started, when, okay, he wasn't my favorite guy even then, but at least he wasn't the complete PG new face of the new WWE tool that he is now. So he told off The Rock for a bit, and he even said ass. Oh my. Anyways, so he's taken The Rock to task. Miz came out sometime later on in the show and cut a very, very unbelievable, no value really promo against The Rock, and the general manager kicked in and said, hey, The Rock had the Rock and Sock connection, so Miz and Cena, why don't you try for the tag team titles tonight? And I'm thinking, oh, this is going to be horrible. I don't like it for a lot of reasons. I mean, like, friggin', they need to focus on the tag team division and the tag team title division rather than using them as a prop in another story. Alright, that's all I'm going to say about that for now. Punk and Morrison, both, I think they deserve Oscar nominations for how they sold their damages from last night's Elimination Chamber on Raw. They went at each other for a good amount of time in a really, really decent match. Considering the fact that they're both supposed to be completely war-torn from the Elimination Chamber last night, they put on a good match. Morrison is really, really playing up this knee injury that he supposedly has. And he loses. Punk's still in the ring. Punk calls out Randy Orton, and Punk calls everybody by their full name, which is rather, I don't know what it is. I don't know whether it's like a sense of superiority or what his deal is, but called him out, called him Randall Keith Orton. So I guess we finally know what RKO stands for, if anybody cares. But Punk is legit nuts, isn't he? Like, he's a maniac, and like, get him away from the Nexus storyline, and the Nexus wasn't there until the very, very end, but you get him on his own, and he is like he was before when he first came in. He's a maniac, really, and I believe him when he goes out there and acts like a maniac. I don't think that he's pretending, and that's good, isn't it? But then you get Randy Orton sprint into the ring, who's in a complete sprint, and he just looks insane. So you got Orton, who's just insane and seething and wants to pound somebody, and you got Punk, who's so maniacal he almost looks like he enjoys it. So yeah, if you ever had any doubt in your mind that they were going to go at it at WrestleMania, there's that. Punk has the audacity to come out and say, you're not going to make it to WrestleMania either because you're smart enough to stay away, or because I injure you too much to get there. Which is kind of a promo with no ending, because it doesn't really say what Punk plans to do at WrestleMania if Orton's not there. So there's a hole in it, but it was still a decent way to kill 5 minutes or so. When they're cutting the promo and they're not even fighting, and I don't look at the clock and see, okay, how much time is this promo taking up? That's my indicator as to what a good promo is. Then we had a promo for WrestleMania. It's the updated promo, since they inserted all the Rock crap, and there's a flash of Austin on the promo. Leads me to believe that there is, like, it's not like there's flashbacks of, like, now and then and whatever. No, it's all the current guys that are going to be at WrestleMania this year, and there's a flash of Austin. So yeah, The Rock is already at WrestleMania. Why not throw in Austin too? I would I don't care. Austin, come in, stun somebody, leave. No explanation, no build-up, no expectations, nothing. I don't care. Austin, just come in, stun somebody. I don't care if you go in there and stun Michael Cole. Come in there, stun somebody, leave. And that'll set us up for Tough Enough the next night, will it not? Oh yes. Del Rio beat down Kingston in the rampway before I guess they were supposed to have another match. I don't get this. I don't get this on so many levels. They're trying to promote Del Rio as a guy that's going for the world title, and they've got him stuck with this mediocre rivalry with a guy that has a second place prize. Again, I say with all due respect to the Intercontinental title, but it is a second place prize. Secondly, do you not think they're going to try and build up the rivalry between Edge and Del Rio? Why are they keeping him with Kingston? And he's in the SmackDown main event at WrestleMania, so go build your heat on SmackDown. Why does he keep crossing over to Raw? I don't like it. It doesn't make sense. And it hit me. It hit me why I don't like Del Rio, and it hit me why I love other companies. I don't like people that get handed titles too early. And it doesn't sound very profound, but think about it. Cena came in. Cena's my prime example because I can't stand Cena. Cena came in. His debut match was against Kurt Angle. And from then on, they built him up like Superman. His first WrestleMania, he won a title. His second WrestleMania, he won the title. Sheamus came in, and they said it was like the second fastest rising person to get a WWE title ever. I think it was like within the year that he came over to Raw that he had the world title. The entire NXT premise is these guys that are going to be brand new to the company are going to get a world title shot. Why? Do you not have a hell of a lot more respect for HBK? You know, the whole he won his first title, and the childhood dream has finally come true. How long did we stay with Shawn Michaels before he won a world title? How long did we stay with Edge through all the goofy 5-second pose? They teamed him up with Christian. They teamed him up with Rhino. They teamed him up with Kurt Angle for a while. They teamed him up with Hulk Hogan. My God. And oh my God, I am a Hardy mark. How the hell long did we wait for Jeff Hardy to get a world title in the WWE? He had to leave and come back for that to happen. I mean, do you not respect these guys, and do you not feel more fulfilled when they get their final shot than handed a title in their first year, in their first couple of... Why? And Del Rio has been there less than a year, and he's going to main event WrestleMania. What the fuck? I have so many issues with Alberto Del Rio, it's not even funny. Alright, moving on. We finally have a new induction into the WWE Hall of Fame class, so it's not going to be Shawn Michaels by himself. The second inductee is going to be Hacksaw Jim Duggan, which is all good and all. They put a big promo video package together of him being the patriotic American and da-da-da-da-da, and that's fine and wonderful, and I think I thought that he was already in there, but whatever. And he's going to be inducted by the $1 Million Man. Why not? He was inducted last year. Pass it on down the line. Brings me back to what I asked when they first announced that Shawn Michaels was going to be going into the Hall of Fame, is who's going to induct Shawn Michaels? I can see it being like The Undertaker or Triple H are the only ones that are going to induct him. I could have seen him being inducted by Ric Flair if Ric Flair hadn't been a tool and gone to TNA. That's all I'm going to say about that. The Michael Cole and Jerry Lawler situation builds, does it not? Michael Cole and Josh Matthews were commentating tonight. It was okay. Josh Matthews should really just take over the table and not just let that be it. Or even Josh Matthews and Matt Striker would be a decent announce team. Take Cole out, take Booker T out. Even if Jerry Lawler wants to do something else, Striker and Matthews, new commentator team. That's what I want. It's not going to happen. Whatever. Cole says he's going to interview Lawler after losing to the Miz last night. So you're thinking, oh, okay, this is going to be bullshit. So he comes out and he introduces himself. The whole point of interviewing somebody is making it about the person you're interviewing. Why do you go up into the ring and talk about yourself? And Cole starts talking again how he's the voice of the WWE, and it's like, no. And then he just goes right down the line. I'm better than Gordon Soley. I'm better than Gorilla Monsoon. I'm better than JR, and I'm better than the King. And da-da-da-da. Oh. What I really want to do, what I would like to forget Austin, I want JR to come back at WrestleMania and stun Michael Cole. I think that would be amazing. Comes out, talks to Lawler. starts poking him about him. Lawler doesn't say anything. Lawler just looks at him like, how did it feel before when you were getting ready for your match and you had all your good thoughts and all your positivity and had your moment in the sun? How did you feel before the match? And he doesn't say a damn thing. How did it feel after the match when you realized all your hopes had been crushed and you're not going to WrestleMania? He just sits there and looks at him like an idiot. And then he brings... I lost some respect for WWE with this. I'm going to go on the record right now in saying that. Is he takes a shot at Lawler's mother, which is just, WWE don't do it. Just, like, the guy's mom passed away a week ago. I don't know how they got this past the planning stages as far as the storyline goes. But if I ignore that, as distasteful as it was, Lawler finally gets sick of him and grabs him by the scruff of the neck and says, I am going to have a WrestleMania moment because I'm going to face you. And then he tells Cole that he's a chicken for like another 2 minutes, and Cole runs off through the crowd like a tool. That's okay. Lawler takes up the bench, washes the drink off of his face, and him and Josh Matthews take over commentating for the rest of the night. Oh, yes, they do. And so we come to the core, who are on Raw to defend the World Tag Team titles against Miz and Cena. Now, it doesn't make any sense that we've dropped the whole Nexus Core rivalry, because with all the core being on Raw, would it not be the perfect opportunity for all of the Nexus to jump the core? Yes, it would, but we don't do that because we're the WWE and we don't do the obvious thing. Now, what can I say about this? Quite quickly, Cena and Miz started working well together, which was weird. I don't have much to say about Cena, I don't have much to say about Heath Slater. I will say Miz and Justin Gabriel carried this whole match. If I could see a match right now, just The Miz and Justin Gabriel, as good as their portions of this match tonight, that could be a pay-per-view match for me. Go ahead and argue down there, you know the drill. I'm sure somebody will. But that was that. And Cena comes in, cleans house. Miz gets back in, does some more stuff with Justin Gabriel, and hits him with the skull-crushing finale, and pins him, and nobody from the core tries to break it up. And Cena and The Miz are the new tag team champions, and they both seem happy about it. And I'm thinking, in my head, I'm flashing through wildly. I'm thinking, okay, Cena's going to go heel, Miz is going to go face. What the hell is going to happen here? So Wade Barrett gets on the microphone and says, Core wants their title rematch right now, and then the anonymous Raw general manager, who apparently didn't get the email that Michael Cole's no longer there, beeps through. Josh Matthews reads it out and basically just says, ring the bell and start the match again. So they start again, and my god, the teamwork out of Miz and Cena is friggin' ridiculous. They own the match until Cena goes to give the attitude adjustment to one of the guys. I think it was Heath Slater. Miz comes up behind him, and legitimately, this did look good. He gave the skull-crushing finale to John Cena while he had the other guy on his shoulders, which kind of looked cool, because you figure if you're falling on your face, the only thing that's going to make that worse is having another guy fall on the back of your head, which is exactly what happened. And Miz walks out, and he maintains his heel status. Cena maintains his face status, and you figure, okay, somewhere along the way, Core and Miz worked this out, and it was just a big screw job. But I don't get it, because the entire match, Miz played the face in peril. Like, he's not a face, I'm not saying that, but face in peril, like, he was the guy that was getting the shit kicked out of him by the whole Core outside the ring, and he was the one that was having all the unfortunate stuff happen to him, and it was Cena that got the hot tag. So I don't really know how they booked this match, if it was just going to be a screwed up and everything was going to go back the way I thought it was going to do. But, Miz and Cena had a 10-second Tag Team Championship run. Why not? The belts don't mean anything anyway. Everybody gets a turn. And that's the end of Raw. Oh, wait. No, it's not. That's, what am I forgetting? What am I forgetting? Oh, right. 2/21/11, da-da-da-da. Right, yeah. So, when 2/21/11 started, we all thought it was going to be Sting, and then the promotions slowly started showing images of Undertaker vaguely in the fog, in the background, in the shadows, whatever. So, they played the promo again, midway through the show, and it basically showed an image of Undertaker opening the door of the creepy-looking cabin thing, and standing in the cabin in the light, and then it basically faded to Undertaker coming up to the ring. And I feel very, very deflated, because I wanted it to be something different. And there's never been this much build-up for something that wasn't at least somewhat substantial, so I'm like, alright. Undertaker's going to come out to the ring, he's going to say, it's WrestleMania, and I need to fight somebody, and da-da-da. Like they usually do. He comes down, he does his whole slow walk down the ramp, stops at the corner, turns all the lights back on, goes to take his cap off, and does it not hit Triple H's music? Oh yes! Right in the middle of him just sort of taking his cap off, and you hear the game's music, and I'm like, because, okay, I'm going to pause for a second. I'm going to explain this to you. There's nothing more respected. Things about The Undertaker that are, the Royal Rumble is respected, the WrestleMania streak of The Undertaker is respected, and it's always been said that the best entrance, or entrance ceremony, whatever you want to call it, anybody in wrestling has ever had has been The Undertaker. His whole come out, walking out slowly, and da-da-da-da, and take the hat off, and lose the jacket slowly, and it's all very creepy, and we roll the eyes back. Triple H totally cuts him off. So, Triple H comes storming down to the ring. Triple H looks like he's bulked up too, not gonna lie. And I'm thinking, then in my head, I'm always trying to predict what's about to happen, and I'm not very good at it, it seems, does it? But, anyway, Triple H comes out, and I think either Triple H is going to come in there and talk some trash, or Undertaker's just going to pound him for interfering. Neither of those things happen. They just sort of lock eyes, and they just sort of do a stare down. Nobody's saying anything. The crowd is quiet. The commentators don't say a fucking thing. Triple H and The Undertaker don't say anything. They just kind of stare each other down. They both look at the WrestleMania symbol. They both look back at each other. And Undertaker sort of shakes his head and walks away. Turns back. All we get for this entire thing is the thumb across the throat, Triple H taking one step back and hitting him back with the DX chop, and we cut to commercial break. So there we are. Nobody says a fucking thing, and we have a main event for WrestleMania now. I want to see this more than I want to see Cena and Miz. I want to see this more than I want to see Del Rio and Edge. So now, between this, what just happened, and The Rock being there, and Orton and Punk, that's all good. Now, because all that good stuff is there, I don't give a shit about either world title match. That's a bad situation right there. Now, so, we have, so far, for Mania, as far as the website is concerned, all we have is Edge, Del Rio, Miz, Cena, with something happening with The Rock somewhere along the way. That's all that's listed on the site right now. But unless you're entirely blind, you know by now we're going to have Punk and Orton, we're going to have Triple H and Taker, we're going to have Lawler and Cole on some level doing something. So, we have 5 matches there. We don't have any tag team title match yet. We don't have any mention of Money in the Bank, which is giving me the sneaky suspicion that they're not going to do Money in the Bank anymore at WrestleMania, which will be unfortunate because that is where they need to put Morrison. Put Morrison there, put Christian there, toss in some other guys for filler, let one of those two win. I will be a happy kid. But oh my god, in the past month, has this not been the month of comebacks? My god. We had the Royal Rumble, Booker T came back, Diesel came back. Last week, The Rock comes back. The pay-per-view, Christian comes back, Trish Stratus comes back, Kelly comes, well, nobody really cares about Kelly, but she did come back. Tonight, Taker and Triple H come back, and we build most of the Raw side of WrestleMania. So what the hell are they going to do on SmackDown now to try and catch up with this? I don't know, but I'm having a good time. There are many, many bumps on the road to WrestleMania, if I want to be cliche. Anyways, I have been Spaz. Subscribe up there, talk down there, let me know what you think down there. Tell your friends if you feel like it. I am going to bed. Good night, guys. Next one is number 10.